Big oil. Depth sends one down, difficulty guide. After we did the whole more of the Hector's heist, which is mostly all about focusing on the task at hand, we're now doing for a senator called the Elephant. And he liked to do his job, well, his work without getting his hands dirty, so he liked to do things quietly. So in his heist, if you do it stealth, he actually rewards you for doing things, well, in stealth. It gives you, like, usually lots of loot, way more than before, when you try to do it loud. But anyway, this is Big Oil, so he's looking for the scientist's cold fusion engine. And he has a hunch that the biker gang called themselves the Overkill MC has the address where the scientist's little house will be. Of course, I'm doing all the elephant's heists in stealth, with the exception of the biker heist, since it's a loud-only heist. So here's the info and most of the stuff, what the FBI has on the biker gang. And of course, I bought the grenade case, well, I guess for Proba, but kind of pointless that I bought it. But of course, I go for body bags. So my weapons, of course, over 9,000 saw, PP-19 Bison, and of course, I brought ammo back for secondary for the ammo for the saw. And I also bring the Hacker Protect with me this time around, where I think the Hacker Protect shines in both days of the Big Oil. Now, of course, you can spawn at the back here of the clubhouse, which you have to actually, the only way to get through is by opening up the fence. You also spawn at the other side of the shed here, or close to the one in the shed on the side of the house, and you also spawn at close to the front entrance. On, of course, Mayhem and above, there are usually going to be at least 3 bikers guarding around.
Look out, God.
So you just have to be careful if they get alerted outside. And of course, they also changed the camera update where they usually have regular cameras here, but now it's all Titan cameras, and it defeats one of the purpose of this difficulty. But now I'm inside. Usually I go down in the basement, but since I spawn here, I go to the back and wait for my sixth sense to activate. Very risky maneuver. Make sure I do that. Now I'm gonna actually try to talk less here because I'm focused on the path for the guards patrol and their spots. There's at least 6 bikers that roam around, usually 3 inside the clubhouse. They can also go outside as well, and a lot of them are stationary.
Got it.
Now, if you play on Overkill and above, you're always going to at least get 1 Titan safe. But on Mayhem and above, they actually give you multiple saves. Now here I like to wait for my 6th sense to activate and basically time my kills. You just have to wait patiently. Now the reason I didn't take the key card just yet, if you take some of the items and they're kinda coming to this room, they'll get alerted and will try to light the table on fire even though there's no items. Alright, now there's 2 of them. Okay, this is gonna be... Well, that's unfortunate. Well, there goes the intel, but I'll keep an eye on that jammer. Okay, Master will use it for at least 2 left. So, just be careful what weapon you're using, especially a full auto. Alright, that's, well, all the biker. And sadly, they burnt the 2 intel, which I have no clue which one are. But the more important thing is gotta be at least the key card, which to me is one of the more important items you have. The other ones can be very useless, so I have no idea. It could be the codes or something, and it could be something else, but oh well, I'll just move on.
Got it.
Okay, so there's free safe here. There's multiple locations where the safe house, where the safe is in the clubhouse. There's some in the corner here. Some can be on in this corner of this house, on top of the roof perch. One right here. One small one over here. One on that corner. One in this corner. And one safe here, one safe over here in that corner. One of them will contain, of course, the address. The other is just either loose cash or anything else. If you open this door in the basement, you can find the ATMs here. So I'm gonna use that to open the door. And holy God, lucky me. You can also get up to 1 or to none or up to 4 assault rifles. So luckily enough, I did see 1 in the room, which is actually right on that couch, right there, right next to that safe. While I'm waiting on that, I am gonna open the ATMs. So that's why I brought us off for this reason. Now, if you have any jammers left, you can at least open the ATMs with the jammer, so you don't have to waste your saw blade. Of course, I'm packing the durable blade, so at least it gives me a bit more blades. It takes just 2 hits on the ATM machine, and it should open, and all the other piece that's locked the ATM will take one hit. Alright, just making sure. Oh, here's the other weapon case I was talking about. Now, there is also a chance for the Cobra Street Gang from Brad's Day 2 to appear. They will be waiting right on this counter here. There's like either 4 or 5 of them, and they usually have 4 cokes on the counter. And there's also usually 1 money bag right on the sofa. There's also a possible location for a weapon to be appear on a table, and there's also a green key. Another key can be found right on this table. Yeah, in Big Ol' Day 2, there's actually 2 keys you can get if you're going for the Arbiter side job. If you're playing it on PC, one can be found on the this sink in the bathroom. Some can be found on the counter. Okay, I don't think I have enough, yeah. Well, of course 1 short, but luckily we have the ammo bag here with us. So yeah, this is where the Hacker Protect, of course, shines, as you're able to jam the electronics. Now, as I mentioned, what I never got a chance to say it, when I was at the clubhouse, is the way they changed the camera. And one of the cool gimmicks about it is, if you get spotted by a camera, it will activate a landmine. We'll set it off. It will alert every other biker nearby with the whole map. But if you destroy a regular camera, the camera operator will get suspicious and will set it off, so be careful. And it removes one of the coolest gimmicks about this map, and that's only applied to Overkill and below. Now with the Titan cameras, it removes it makes it way too easy for two reasons. One, this map can be played in day or night, and if it's in play at night, the Titan camera is very noticeable because it's so white in the background. It's so noticeable difference, and plus it's much shape. And two, you can't shoot it, you can't destroy a camera, so the camera operator won't get suspicious if you destroy a camera. So it eliminates the two possibilities to make it a little more unique. So they made the difficulty a little bit more easier on a harder difficulty, as opposed to Overkill and below, where you have regular cameras and you destroy, guess what? The camera operator will get suspicious. So okay, let's find the address. Okay, we got loose cash here. And alright, here's the address.
Yeah, that's the inventor's address. Beautiful.
And okay, we got a gold bar, which is nice. So you can also check the other sheds. There's planks everywhere, so you play on loud. You will, of course, board up the windows where you're hunkering down. There's usually a weapon location for an assault rifle weapon case. Another location for the weapon case can be found right here. Unfortunately, I only have 3 this time, but I could check it out.
Are you guys ready to get the hell out?
Of course, there's one in this spot here. One can be found on the fridge here. One on top of this couch. So let me check one more time where they burn. Even if they did burn the keys to the airplane, you can still get it after the flame is done. But sadly, there's nothing. So there's usually 3 best intel you can get: the key card, the keys to the airplane, and the codes for the shelter. But well, that's mostly day 1. Now moving on to day 2.
Ride or die. That was their motto. Well done. This intel will help us greatly. Study it closely before we hit the scientist's house. Let's get this fusion engine.
Alright, moving on to day 2. Alright, we're on day 2 as we arrive at the senator's, or not senator, the scientist's house. So if you grab any of the intels from day 1, it will appear in the assets, so the only thing I got was the key cards. The other stuff you can get is a grenade case, but this, and the ammo bag in this one is very unique, is the Alex ammo drop, which he will drop 3 ammo bags on the map. Sometimes you may only get 1 out of the 3, or sometimes free, if you're lucky. Camera feed. The extra helicopter fuel is just helps it to fly back and forth or stay in the air much more longer if you stay there for too long, if you can't find the right engine, or if you're doing the Dr. Miserable achievement. So I still use myself with the hacker perk to switch to weapons. Now, when you spawn in, you'll land in the airfield by a parachute. Grab the key card.
See the house. Get inside.
Of course, if you play with multiple players, you can try to coordinate.
Find the server room. From there, we should be able to open the lab door.
Okay, now to find which one is the server, of course I did this guy before, the Dr. Fantastic. Now if you look up in this room, luckily the shelter is not closed, but even they are, I can peek through inside the bottom of it, and you want to look for those servers. With all the tech, if there's no tech, it does not have a server up there. And I like to spawn down here, or actually just run down here, you go to the other side. And if you have the camera feed, you can use the cameras a bit where the cameras are located and the guards. That way will give you a much better chance. And I think there's usually 4 cameras that spawn in the map. Now, of course, the shelter are open,
Server room.
and found the server room. Now, if the shelters are closed and you don't have the code, if you can able to look a bit up, of course, the shelters are open, so if they're closed, you can able to see a bit through. If the server rack is taller than the actual regular cabinet, it will have the server. But if you see there's a regular cabinet in that corner, it will not have the server. So now I have to be careful. Now going up here is very, very risky because there's always a lot of big traffic up here. So I like to hide in this room for cover. And at the same time, you want to look for any clues for the right engine. Now the notepads can be found everywhere in the house. Can be found in this room here, on the table here, one on the on top of this cabinet, or the pantry, or not the pantry, on the hutch, as we like to call it.
Guard on patrol.
And of course, the server room where I have it here is the best spot because they will get alerted by a hacking computer. But in this spot, this is the only one they will not get alerted because they can't see it.
I'll get the lab door open in no time.
And of course, the hacking will take 200 seconds. So at the same time, you want to search out throughout the house to find the clues. One clue can be found right on this dresser.
Guard.
Always crouch around here. Of course, you can disable the shelter if you have the code. It can be found, one of the locations of the clue can be found on that
Guard,
cabinet. Checking for any camera nearby.
Every hostage you take slows the cops down.
Okay, make sure I don't destroy the glass.
Nothing to worry about here. Keep controlling control.
I'm just doing this to reduce the numbers. I guess I'll leave it for now. Okay, maybe not. You might see it. I'll just leave it here for now. I don't want to have to reduce weight yet. There's a camera usually up there. Now be careful around here because there's a very high traffic. Of course, if you kill enough guards, either at 3 or 4, it will have a checkup guide to come around and to check around the house outside.
Guard on patrol.
Oh god, that pulls it away. Luckily, I have the skill where I'm able to move faster while ADS. It comes very handy when you're moving the bag. And of course, I do miss having that burglar protect for the increased speed when you're crouched and able to enter picture faster. But here, this is where hacker protect comes in shine. It comes very handy, especially to delay the pager calls, because in day 2 here, you will have to go loud because they will see the helicopter. And I think there's a total of 6 guards inside the house, or 7 if you're including the, of course, the checkup guy. Now what I'm doing right now is just looking for other clues. There's usually one on this coffee table.
Got it.
A couple packets here. The clues can be found here. There could be one in the a pool table room or the billiards room.
Okay, the lab door is unlocked. Open it.
Let's watch out for the camera up here. Okay, looks like there's none. Now, seeing all the clues at the bottom.
Camera, look out.
Now here, you had to be extremely quick. You had to think fast.
Alright, we're in. Find the correct working fusion engine.
Okay, I found one of them.
Figure it out.
Detergent. I'll explain this later on. Detergent. Left. So it's a blue can left.
Got it.
So I know it's a blue can left. And it is... Of course, gonna use on delay. So now look for H up. Got blue can. Now I need a freaking H. Oh no, which H I need? Oh my god, this is so bad. I don't see it. It's 2. So, okay, this is pretty straightforward. This is the one.
Mark the landing. Use the flare and the chopper will come in.
God.
Okay, I'll try to explain more once the
Coming in to pick up that fusion engine.
Alright, the clues you're looking for is the 2 notepads.
Good day, people.
Oh,
There in 2 minutes. Just hang on.
Don't do anything stupid now.
good. Alright, not bad.
Everything is okay, Control. I just sneezed right into the radio.
Of course, I'm looking for the H, which are the hoses or that attach to the big blue canister, which is these things here. And I can also guess very quickly of which one I need. In this room, when you come down here from the right side, the engines here will have either 1H or 2H in this room. And it will have it all the time. This side of the room, on the left side, the way you came in,
Got it.
will have the free H. So that's why I can able to guess very quickly for the other. So for example, if there's one yellow with an H,
1 minute more,
it's
guys.
definitely this one.
I can see you in the distance.
As the other one with the yellow can will have 2H here. The only one I have to be careful is between the green ones. And you can check the build tip of which one you're looking for. So this makes things clear. It's just the spots where you need to find them will always stay in the same place. The clues will be randomized, so
I'm there in 30 seconds. Be ready.
it makes things a lot more easier. And of course, if you play on Mayhem and above, you get actually 2 flare locations. One at the airfield and one next to the pool. And play on Overkill and below, you're always going to have it at the runway.
Okay, I'm waiting
And
for you.
sadly the alarm tripped because, well, they see the helicopter, so you had to do a little bit of a semi-stealth here until
We will verify it.
now I just need to survive.
Oh, what's this? Looks like they just upped the security here.
Yeah, I don't know why I bought the grenade case again. Since I'm using Hacker Protect, I can't refill my
Cops responding.
pocket AC
Here we go.
with the grenade case. EAC says you don't have a frobo equipped because, well, I can't. But it would have been kind of cool if they allow it to, you know, refresh it. But to me, that would be quite a waste. Especially to players that don't have any of the replace your frobo perk deck. So what I like to do is either wait here by the plane if you have the keys to the airplane, or wait behind this log here. And your teammates should at least cover some of the area, and you just have to wait it out.
Here they come. He delivered the engine. I'll have my man
Now,
inspect
lucky
it.
enough, I did not actually use both of my jammers, so I guess I was lucky enough with the guards pathfinding. Well, one did get seen the lavatory open, but luckily there was no one else got a chain reaction and never got chain reaction to a camera. So it was very nice.
Dr. Fantastic, you guys are smart. We got the right engine and you are rich. Now make it out of there. Choppers incoming.
Oh, this is gonna be alright, not bad. I figure I'd fight a little bit back. You know, just try to help the team out. Of course, the two weapons I'm rocking is the M1014 and the Micro Uzi. One of the few weapons that keep its real life name, and not just, you know, remake something in an in-game name. Of course, the M1014 has two different other names. Of course, the M1014 or the M4 or the Benelli M4. Alright, once the helicopter lands, activate your ACM feedback. And there we go. That is big oil. Stealth.
Great work back there.
Really easy and very fun too.
Thank you for the safe delivery, gentlemen. The device will now be tested for a long time. A very long time. In the meantime, enjoy the payday.
So another tip I can give you if you're trying to find the correct server room, but if you have the codes but you can't tell which one has it because the shelter are closed, try to go inside, open the shelters, come back outside, or have a teammate watch that shelters to know which one is the server. If the two windows you can see in the room that doesn't have the server, then the server will be inside in the middle room on the bottom floor. So thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, as we make our votes of Election Day. Until then, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.